XYZ with Erik Zachary. We'll just start with my Chipotle experience. Trace, I've never had, you know, when you're checking out at a place you go to all the time, like Chipotle, Panda Express, where it may be, and Starbucks, and like you're used to the questions you always get. Mm-hmm. She's like, do you want a receipt? She goes, do you want a bag? And I was like, no, because I was just paying. Not thinking that, I thought like in my head, like, oh, she meant like a plastic bag. She meant the actual Chipotle bag. So she just hands me my burrito in foil.
Walked out of Chipotle.
I had to walk 6 blocks.
A loose burrito in his hand.
Just my burrito. I felt so chastised. I was like, since when does Chipotle ask if you want a bag for your burrito?
They're going to charge 7 cents next time.
I was just like, what? I don't know why as an adult at 33 it was so embarrassing to just walk barehand burrito down the street.
I had to look at him and go, do you want to put your burrito in
my bag? I was like, no.
I could carry your burrito
and it was hot, so I'm playing like hot potato with the burrito. XYZ with Erik Zachary.
It's hot burrito. You don't have to a hot potato with the burrito. It's hot burrito.
XYZ is on. Starbucks is testing out panic buttons at many of its stores. Now, this is part of a ongoing shift to the culture within Starbucks stores. The new CEO said we want to bring back the coffee shop feel.
Yeah.
We want people to hang out if you're paying.
Yes.
If you're not paying for anything, you can't use the bathroom. We don't want loitering. And but if you are paying for a beverage, you can actually choose the I'm dining here option, and it'll give you your coffee in a mug, and you can have unlimited free refills on your coffee.
Oh, that's pretty dope.
So screenwriters that aren't making it have something to look forward to.
Finally.
there's Trace, yeah. But they're also, I guess, testing out panic buttons that the baristas can press if I'm assuming there's disgruntled customers that are asked to leave.
Now, I am very much on board for them having no loiterers. It's a business like anything else. Mm-hmm. If you're not a paying customer, you shouldn't have the right to use their bathrooms.
Sure.
A panic button seems like much.
I think it's more of a de-escalation tactic because of what happened in Philly back in, 2017, 2018, which led to them saying anyone can come and hang out and use the bathroom.
Right.
Part of that was the manager got in a fight with, I think it was a homeless guy.
Right.
And then they called the police, and it was not handled the right way.
It escalated poorly.
So my assumption here is this is a very quiet way for Starbucks employees to not get involved and say, hey, to our de-escalation officer. Can you imagine this is actual?
I was going to say, is it going to the police or is it going to a Starbucks de-escalation
I would imagine
force?
if this is panic, it's the police, but I love the idea of someone in the green apron, but like just jacked coming from the back.
bouncer?
It's like, all right, Tommy, time to go.
I just don't think that they need that. Would like every store should get a panic button now just
I don't
because
think
something
it's an every
happens?
store thing, dude. I think it's like Manhattan, Chicago, LA, like where they struggle with people that are not only hanging out and loitering, but get aggressive and potentially physically
one,
aggressive.
It's not a bank. Two, if you're going to put a panic button somewhere, put it in Walmart. Don't put it in Starbucks.
You role play this with me. You look like you work at Starbucks right now with that shirt. So like I'm being asked to leave and you work at Starbucks. You can't put your hands on me.
Okay.
Because you don't want to lose your job.
Yeah.
How are you going to get me to leave?
Just call the cops like anybody else. Like my whole thing is there's no difference between a panic button there or a panic button at McDonald's or a panic button at the library or a panic button.
Yes and no. I would say I think it's a way of like, if you say, I'm going to call the cops, like, do it. Like that's immediate as you just
that's
be like,
an
hey,
immediate
sorry,
escalation.
Press it under the button.
That's them saying, okay, call the cops. They won't get here before I beat your ass. You know.
My thing is though, it's just a slippery slope. Every place should have like Starbucks. I don't believe is the place where the craziest stuff is happening. That
you haven't been to enough
panic
New York
buttons.
You have not been to enough New York City Starbucks.
No, but then go
I
to
saw
any
a man
place
fully
in New York.
defecate on the floor while some other businessman was just grabbing his cappuccino and leaving.
No,
that happens.
But in that case, what's the panic button gonna do? They're gonna walk in, I'm not cleaning that up. What?
Cops just stopped showing up. Christopher Walken has, in a recent interview, explained that he doesn't use technology of any kind. I think he means modern technology. I'd imagine he uses electricity. Although that's funny to think that Christopher Walken's
candlelight. That's it.
Little house on the prairie in it. No, he said he's never sent an email. He doesn't text. He doesn't stream anything, which brought up the question, okay, have you ever seen Severance then? You're a star of this. And his answer I loved is that he had to ask Ben Stiller, the director and executive producer, to create DVDs of Severance only for him.
That's so baller.
Christopher Walken is the only person that owns an official Severance DVD
Got
set.
one of one. That's awesome.
Crazy. Jordan, you recently got embarrassed.
Yeah. So our business cards have our pictures on them. You can pull.
You can keep talking. I'm going to try to
Sure.
pull out an
Anyway,
example.
but it's not just like a headshot. It is full body. You can see the majority.
So like mine has my photo on it. Jordan's has Jordan's. Tracy's,
Yes,
etc.
and I was giving a person one, and I was wearing the shirt that I'm wearing on the business card.
Which is the shirt you're wearing right now.
Yeah, that I'm wearing right now. This shirt is on the business card, and the guy was like, "Oh, sick! You're wearing the same shirt. Dope branding, bro." And I was like, "This is the most embarrassing thing."
I
ever.
like the idea of you having a uniform though. I can get you like 3 or 4 more of them.
No,
And
it's
and we
not-
can put like Jeff on them.
No, I don't want that.
Fun
at all.
like Jiffy Lube nickname for you.
Kind of like the Starbucks employees that they also have to wear. It could work. You could do it.
Also, fun little backstory of how you came to get that shirt.
Yeah.
If you don't remember, I purchased that shirt for our photo shoot, and it didn't lay right on me. And I was like, oh, I'm not gonna wear it. And Jordan's like, well, I think it'd look good on me. So you Venmo'd me money,
Yeah, I
bought it for
bought it.
me.
Yeah.
that
Nice.
right there at that shoot, and now dope branding, bro.
Yeah, thank you. I'm
I have a
gonna have to
question.
get 5 more.
Did you realize that you were wearing the shirt when you handed the card, or did he point it out
point
to
it
you and you
out?
look down and you're like, oh no.
He pointed it out. I had no idea. I didn't even put 2 and 2 together.
That's so
And
much worse.
Yeah, he was just like, "Oh, I really like what you're doing here, man." I'm like, "I don't."
That's amazing. I love it. A man who committed his life, I guess, or recent months to only eating pounds of butter, cheese, and burgers.
He claimed that he was doing some sort of carnivorous diet, only eating meat. or
Carnivorous?
yes,
That
yes.
sounds like a slur or a spell.
Carnivorous.
or a slur for a wizard.
Right.
Come here, you carnivorous. When you
my
say it,
God.
yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah.
You can't get
Anyway,
the wrong focus on the wrong letter.
why'd you use an R? No, this guy, 8 months is not that funny. 8 months he was eating pounds of butter, cheese, and burgers, so much so that his body could not process cholesterol anymore.
Oh.
And now he's got like clumps of yellow coming out of like his hands and parts of his body. It's nasty.
It is very gross.
Yeah.
We saw the picture. I mean, I'm sure producer Trace is going to throw this in the edit, to which I already
Right here.
apologize. Please don't leave it on
Yep.
screen the
Nope,
whole
it's
time.
on. It's the entire
Do
time.
not-
Keep talking.
Trace, don't full
10,
screen it.
9, 8, 7.
I need the panic button from someone. No, my thing is like for this to happen to your body, it's not something that it's just like one day he wakes up and it's like a Spider-Man Peter Parker thing. It's like, oh, I have these powers of butter now. What? But like, it's if it were to be various pores and veins and whatnot, it like had to start with one. Like he had to take note and be like, that looks weird. I should probably stop.
It is important to note that this is a Florida man we're talking about. So
I mean, built-in lube.
what's the next thing we should talk
That's
about?
it. We'll see you tomorrow on XYZ.